Lesson 1A, Exercise 4.
Katie.
The people closest to me are my mum and dad. Then there are my two best friends, Anna and Laura, and my cousin Tom. Tom and I go to the same school. He enjoys doing the same things as me, and we like the same type of music. Another person who is important to me, but isn't family or a friend, is Mrs. Saunders. Mrs. Saunders owns the shoe shop where I work on Saturday mornings. And at the moment, she's quite important in my life, because without the money from the job, I wouldn't be able to pay for the concerts that I go to with Tom.
Ben.
The two people that I'm closest to are my mum and my sister Emma. There's only a year between Emma and me, and we get on really well, even though we don't really share a lot of interests. I tend to go to her for advice, and I often confide in her. Then there's my best friend Callum. We're in the same class at school, and we also play in the same football team at the weekends. Actually, he's probably the person I see the most. I also see my cousin Harry quite often. Finally, there's Tom Fisher, our football coach. He's really hard on us, and we're not always sure of what his mood is going to be, but he's a great coach. We wouldn't be top of the league without him.
Mark.
Apart from Mum and Dad, I'm also really close to my auntie, Julia. She's much younger than my mum, and she's more like a sister to me than an aunt. She's so outgoing, and I really admire her. And obviously I'm really close to my identical twin brother, James, despite the fact that we spend a lot of time arguing. Outside my family and friends, there are two other people that are quite important in my life. The first is my maths teacher, Mr. O'Neill. I always used to hate maths, but this year I've started to understand it much better because of him. Then there's my judo teacher. He's great fun, and thanks to him, I'm about to get my black belt.
Amy.
Well, I suppose like the majority of people, I'm closest to my immediate family. There's my mum and dad and my brother and sister, Nathan and Molly. My granny, Alice, has lived with us since my granddad died, and we all love her a lot. Despite the age difference, we really understand each other well. We've got the same terrible sense of humour. Other people that are important to me are my cousin Leah and my best friend Lily. I always have a good time with them when we meet up. And finally, I've got to mention my tutor from school, Mrs. White. Everybody thinks she's a great teacher, but I really respect her because she's so patient with everybody, and she's always positive about life.